work fighting the Federal Reserve, but I think you now are even more bold than he was with the type of legislation you're bringing forward, sir. And so I just want to say this: everybody should be praying for Congressman Walter Jones, because he's the type of leader who isn't a glitter bug, isn't some narcissist, but really cares about his family and grandchildren and this country. And we need more people in Congress like him. Let's give that number out one more time. You can go to jones.house.gov. You can also go to 28pages.org to find all the information. Capitol Switchboard to talk to your member of Congress, 202-224-3121, or White House, 202-456-1111. And even mainstream media admits this is getting a lot of co-sponsors. It's gaining steam, but at least demand that the intelligence committees of the House and Senate read them and then have these members publicly say they've read it, so when it does come out later, they're going to be held politically responsible for aiding and abetting the Saudis. Because I'm here to tell you, the Saudis are in an oil war right now with the U.S. to destroy our frackers. They're in a war with Russia right now. That's on record. And Saudi Arabia, I don't want to be a drama queen here, but we've even had some issues. I'm telling you, they're all over the U.S. I don't mean Saudi people, but the Saudi government is too big for its britches. It's manipulating Hollywood. It's buying off U.S. corporations. They're out of control. Yeah. And Congressman, have you had any stuff go on, any scuttlebutt, any manipulation because you're doing this to the Saudis?
No, Alex, I have not. And the way I look at this thing, I know you're the same way. I'm doing God's will because God sent his son, Jesus Christ, to save our souls by his son telling us the truth. And that's what this is all about, is the truth of what happened on 9/11. And to me, I have no excuses but to seek the truth, because that is what will make America stronger.
So the heavens may fall. Justice be done. May the heavens fall. Do the right thing, and that's it. Well, God bless you. Amazing. In the few minutes we've got left, State of the Union, you were there, witnessing it all. Obviously, if you're informed, the whole thing is a deception. To see the president, though, saying, I'm going to give you this free, I'm going to give you that free. I mean, it's like he's Hugo Chavez or something. What do you make of this and the carbon taxes and just all the stuff he was pushing?
Alex, the one thing I'd like to say is that one thing he did not mention is the debt of our nation. It is now well over $18 trillion. In March of this year, 2015, in 2 months, we will have another debate on the floor of the House to raise the debt ceiling to allow the administration to borrow more money from foreign governments to pay the bills from last year. That is one thing that I just get upset with my own side. You made mention earlier I did not support. I was one of 24 House members who did not support John Boehner. I have nothing against him personally, but I don't think he's a good leader in what America needs at this time, or the Republican House.
That's right. We need people that don't want to just allow the Democrats and Obama to destroy the country. I know you also have been voting to try to stop the open borders. Obama, in his speech, said that he'll veto any legislation that tries to stop his amnesty. It's an executive amnesty by fiat. I mean, why even have a Congress if they allow this to happen? Is Boehner going to try to repeal Obamacare? Is he going to try to block Obama on open borders?
Well, Alex, that's the problem. I was for impeaching the president when he allowed those children to come to this country illegally. And yet our leadership in Washington, we had a vote on the House floor to approve a lawsuit by the Speaker to sue the President over presidential executive orders. That's probably going to cost $2 or $3 million. I said, why don't you just follow the Constitution? If you think that the President is out of line or out of control or not following the Constitution, then do what the Constitution says we have the authority to do.
Sure, it was a stalling tactic. It'll take years with the suit so that Boehner doesn't get in trouble. Finally, sir,
sure.
You have been probably the most outspoken Republican in the Congress, period. And I love Rand Paul. I'm a little disquieted by him talking out of both sides of his mouth about this partnership, this Trans-Pacific partnership that WikiLeaks released part of, that basically removes authority from the Congress and the president. It's secret. I mean, right there, no one should support it because it's secret. You've been fighting it, and the establishment's been attacking you for that. Give us what you know about the treaty because it's secret. Is there any intel you've got being a congressman?
Well, what we're concerned about is, especially the two issues, and because there's limited time, I'll talk about the trade promotion to give the president the authority to bypass the Constitution.
Fast track.
Fast track, excuse me. And that to me is an assault on the Constitution and the sovereignty of America. And I am fighting that. I've got other Republicans who have joined me, not many, but a few, and we're working with Democrats, liberals across the aisle to not allow a president to bypass the Constitution.
Seems like a no-brainer.
It should be. And thank you for speaking out about this and waking up the American people. Get behind and call your members of Congress and say stop giving authority away to the Chinese and to an administration that doesn't care about the Constitution.
That's right. That's who's got most of the voting power is the Chinese on this deal. It's incredible. Well, Congressman Jones, please don't thank me. I want to thank you because you're a very serious person, and you are really giving them hell on every front. And in the beginning, a patriot's a scarce man, hated and feared, but in time when his cause succeeds, the timid join him because then it costs nothing to be a patriot, to quote Mark Twain. And just as Ron Paul 20 years ago couldn't get a single co-sponsor to audit the Fed, as you know, that's passed twice now. The Senate can barely stop it. We're really getting close. And so God bless you for your leadership, sir.
But thank you for allowing me to be on your show. And please, God, continue to bless America. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much, Congressman.
Bye-bye.